Here and welcome to part 3 of my playthrough, my overview of each Infinite Warfare Zombies map. Now today, as you can see by the title, we are going to be looking at Shaolin Shuffle. Now, Shaolin Shuffle, in the last episode I praised this game for having crazy themes. Honestly, this map, I used to think it was one of the worst zombies maps ever made. I'm talking like almost as bad as like Zetsubo no Shima, something like completely awful. I did not like this map. Even way back when it first released, I did not like this map. Right? I just go back to playing Raven the Red Woods or Zombies in Spaceland. Even when Attack of the Radioactive Thing dropped, I still never played Shaolin Shuffle. Okay, I did not like this map. But now that I've played through it again and I've gotten more of a clear-headed look at the map, I don't think it's as bad as I used to make it out to be. Especially, well, let's just get into it. So, basically, the theme of Shaolin Shuffle, if you don't know, it's like a kung fu, like, I think it's supposed to be 70s. It's like a kung fu 70s, like, you know, the like, kung fu Jackie Chan movies. It's supposed to be a rip on that. So you'll see when we hop into this. The game will let me skip the cutscene, you know. There's our boy Willard Wiley laughing. Okay. So, once we get into it, you'll see. Welcome to Fear City Big Apple. This map takes place in New York City. First of all, that is a super cool idea. A zombies map in New York City? That's awesome. Right? So, let's just go over and turn the power on, right? So, this map is very similar to Zombies in Spaceland, in which each area has its own power box. So, it's not like Raven the Redwoods where you have to take a specific path. Each area has its own power box you got to turn on regardless, right? And I like and dislike maps like this, right? Like, it depends on how it's done. The zombies, like, and something like Zetsubo, right? I quit dogging on Zetsubo. But there's like 2 powers that you have to turn on at the same time to turn power on for the whole map, right? That's annoying. The way it's done in Zetsubo is not good. The way it's done in these 2 maps is good, right? Because, you know, like, it lets you really approach the map however you want to. If you find one area to be more useful, or like, you know what I mean, like, instead of having to go through the whole map one specific way, you can choose any route you want to, because regardless, there's going to be a power switch you have to turn on in a different area. So you don't really have to take a specific way throughout the whole map. I guess you do have to get a specific way to go to that specific power box you want to go to, but I mean, you can approach the map like overall however you want to, so it's not as strict. Like in Zombies in Spaceland, I can go to whichever of the 3 areas I want to, you know what I mean? I am not locked down into one set path to get me to the quickest way to the power box, like in Raven the Redwoods. That's like a very niche complaint I have with it, but it's not really a complaint, it's more just preference. Like, because sometimes I'll want to play a very straightforward map like Raven the Redwoods. Raven the Redwoods is just very fun to go high rounds on, right? Just because it's so straightforward, getting the power on, it's not super convoluted. But like, getting high rounds on Shaolin Shuffle requires a lot of things, right? You know, you have to, yeah, I'll explain it later, I'll explain. But so basically, you start off, I have priorities in this, but you start off in like a subway area. As you can see, we're underground. I really like this starting room. Like, so far to the 3 starting rooms we've been in, I think I like this theme the most. Like this subway, you can run through the subway cars. It's got trash and stuff littered all over, graffiti everywhere. This, you know, this just kind of feels like a old 70s New York subway, you know, because I don't know if you knew in this, like, back in the day, well, I don't want to say back in the day because I wasn't born back then, but uh, way back, New York used to be dirty. Like, New York was gross back in the day. Like, it was actually kind of crazy how disgusting New York was. Okay, look, Empire State Building. Look at this. Just look. Oh, high-rise buildings. You come out of this area right here, the subway, into the sprawling New York City skyline, dude. I just love the theme of this map. This map looks so goddamn cool, dude. Like, just the way that, like I said in the last episode, the way Infinite Warfare approaches its themes is awesome. Like, this is such a cool idea for a zombies map. And I wish something like these wacky, out of the way, like zombie maps would be introduced more, because they're super fun, right? But as you can see, so we actually have 3 ways, actually not 3 ways, we have 2 ways we can exit this. We can go to the rooftops. Yes, you can crawl across like the roofs of New York City apartments and stuff, or we can go to the back alleyways. I always prefer to go to the back alleyways, but that's just a personal preference. But as you can see, this isn't just New York, it's supposed to have a kung fu spin. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My controller just died. That is the fattest rip I've ever seen. So we come in here, right? Alright, well, hold on. We gotta get one more. We gotta go one more round. Hold on. Cut me some slack. So like I said, this is New York with a kung fu spin on it, right? So this map doesn't really have conventional wonder weapons in it. Not like the first 2 maps. This map isn't as, it doesn't have very conventional, craft the wonder weapon or build, you gotta do a quest for the wonder weapon. This map doesn't have anything like that. It has, well, like the 2 maps before it, it has a kind of 4 weapon system. Each person gets a different weapon, right? As you can see right here, though, you go in here and you talk to Pam Grier. She's supposed to be like the sensei, and after you talk to her past round 5, you get access to the styles. These are probably, honestly, the coolest part of this map. I want to take the dragon style because it's my favorite, because it's a dragon, obviously. Okay, don't die though. That'd be very embarrassing. Okay, so like we have this cool little grunge rock area. Very cool. But look at this back alleyway. You have drafts. You can always basically see the Empire State Building in the background wherever you go. That's so cool to me that they included that building in the background. Then see, we have bomb stoppers right here in case you want that. I don't really ever get bomb stoppers in this game unless it's required. But we're going on to probably my favorite part of this map, but the disco area. It would not be 70s themed if it did not have disco in it. So, dude, this game just gets it right, man. Like, each map so far, its themes have gone, like, the maps have gone above and beyond to replicate what they were going for. Like I said in another episode, that really felt like a camp in Raven the Redwoods. Zombies in the Spaceline really felt like an actual amusement park, like you could go to. You know what I mean? This legitimately feels like you're in New York. It feels like they literally just like replicated New York, or, into the game, right? Obviously, not exactly. Obviously, you can't put the entirety of 70s New York inside of a, 7 out of 10 Call of Duty game. But you get what I mean, right? So as I was saying, each area, like this disco area, to power it on, you have to go to the roof. As you can see, you got the little power symbol. Let's go to the roof, right? You come up here, You got, I remember this area so much. Okay. So we're on the special round right now. It's basically the same thing. Instead of clowns or Sasquatches, it's chicks on rollerblades. You know, very 70s, you know, kind of thing they were going with here. It's nothing crazy, you know, it's whatever. Let's go ahead and turn the power on though. Boom, you get quickies. You know, which is very important. Quickies is very good. But I think it's about time that I show you the martial arts. So basically you drink this out of this like little cup or whatever, and it activates your martial art. You can use it to break these walls, you know, and then like it's a one-hit kill, and the more you use it, or I'm not sure if the more you use it, but I know you have to like use it very specifically. Like, you know, you use it and it upgrades itself, so you're able to do more things depending on the art you chose. So like I chose the dragon art, so like the more I upgrade it, I'll get different effects and I'll be able to use different like special moves and stuff. You know, and each like you have like the viper, but the dragon honestly just looks the coolest. Swan's also very cool. Honestly, I think my least favorite is probably tiger, just because I don't know, it feels just like bootleg dragon, I suppose. And boom, I died. Okay, I want to actually do it differently, because I'm gonna go the other route. I'm gonna restart, and I want to go the other route, the rooftop route, because unlike in Raven of the Redwoods, where you can kind of just overlook it, there's nothing very special in the other routes. There is something very cool in this route, the other, the rooftop route. But let's go ahead and open a zombie crate live. Let's see what kind of wacky fate and fortune cards we get. So literally garbage, nothing good, then nothing good again. Wow, dude, that was so epic. Thank you, game. That was very epic. So as I was like saying, those like the styles, those are your wonder weapons. You just get your wonder weapons basically right off the bat. It feels kind of like Black Ops 4 in that way, where you kind of get your special Omega weapon right off the bat. But instead of it being like a gun, you know, obviously it's like a physical style that you can upgrade and get different abilities and stuff like that, which is cool. I really like how it was approaching this map, and obviously it fits in with the style. You know, obviously this is supposed to be like 70s kung fu action movie, so instead of giving you like a shooty bang bang gun, it gives you martial arts. Like that, it just makes sense. But also, I guess it does have two other wonder weapons. Well, they're not really wonder weapons, they're more just melee weapons. You get the nunchucks, and you get the nunchucks and the katana. And you only get the katana after you beat the campaign, the Easter egg. But I'm gonna be truthful with you guys. While the other two Easter eggs are very whatever, I don't think they're super crazy. Dude, Shaolin Shuffle might have to have one of the most combo, it probably has my least favorite Easter egg. Well, that's not true. Actually, Radioactive Thing probably has the worst Easter egg. But we'll talk about why Radioactive Thing is the worst Easter egg when we get to Radioactive Thing. But as you can see here, I forgot to mention this. This kind of has a kind of a zombies in the space lane kind of thing here, where as you have to turn the three other different powers on to be able to access the Rat King's lair. As you can see, there's Juggernog right there. So yes, I mean, to get Juggernog, you do have to go around, basically open up the whole map, which is a negative, and it's also why I kind of don't like this map. You know, I mean, you can open up a door to get down there, don't get me wrong. Once we go to another area, which I'm going to show you, which is why we have to go to the rooftops. Like I said, that little disco area is just like scratching the surface of this map. Also, yeah, dude, check it out, man. Infinite Warfare had the C4 before Cold War did. Therefore, Infinite Warfare is better than Cold War. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Nah, I'm just playing. But low-key, if you want the truth, I know I'm kind of getting sidetracked, and this doesn't only have to do with Shaolin Shuffle, but I do want to talk about this. Cold War zombies is honestly probably I like it more than World War II zombies, but it's still one of my least favorite zombies ever made. It's not fun. I guess that's how I should put it. It's not fun. Let's go and grab the Hornet, because let me explain, right? So if you look at most zombies maps, right, a lot of them are like, they have a base idea. Like let's look at probably one of the easiest ones, Origins, right? Origins is obviously like the World War I trenches, you know, obviously that's what it's supposed to replicate, but also it has like this kind of mechanical like spin on it. Like look at all of Infinite Warfare, right? It takes, you know, like a theme park, right? And it gives it like a alien kind of theming to it, you know, alien wonder weapons. You know, it's a theme park but with aliens, right? Look at Raven the Redwoods. It's a, you know, it's like a, you know, it's a slasher movie, right? It's like a, you know, a camp, right? But it's been infested with ravers, and you can take the rave powder. This map, obviously, you know, it's New York City. It's a very dirty, but it has kung fu in it, and you know, you can run around in kung fu zombies, and you know, attack the radioactive thing. I don't really want to spoil that map, because that map, once we get to it, ooh wee, man. I'm not gonna spoil anything about radioactive thing. That video is probably gonna be my favorite video that I'm gonna make, because I'm gonna have so much to talk about when we get to it. If you don't know, radioactive thing, it's either like Raven and Redwoods. I just like that map purely because it's a fun map. Radioactive thing has my favorite theme. Like it's my favorite map to just look at and play. You know, I mean, you'll see when we get to it. It's really fun. Gas grenade. Gas grenade. He farted. Get it, guys. Oh, what the hell? It made a crawler? Are you serious? Gas grenade made a crawler? How is that even possible? Whatever. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of this sewer boy. And let's go up here. So you can see, actually, we probably should kill the zombie. I'm gonna grab a different art this time. I think I might grab Swan. Ooh, where's this last zombie at, man? There it is. Here we go. Frags, you, no. No frags. No thank you. I will pass. Let's go ahead and wait for round 5 to start, or scene 5, my bad. Scene 5 to start, you know, you talk with her, and let's grab Swan. Or Crane, not Swan, Crane. Crane style. Oops, there we go. Okay. Now let's go ahead and come over to this other side. You get the E-Rad, which is a pretty cool weapon. It's a pretty, you know, I think it's an AR. I think the E-Rad's an AR. I could be wrong about that though. But this is one of the 4 sections. This little rooftop area is one of the areas you have to turn the power on for. And then the other is, well, we'll get to it. So you come up here. You know, like I said, you just crawl along the rooftops of a New York, like, you know, building. Let's go ahead and activate our crane style though. Oh my god, I cannot hit. Oh my god. While I like these are like really jank. I'm not even gonna mess with that. Okay, and here we go. We're going to be looking at the new perk that was introduced in this map, Deadeye Dewdrops. Deadeye Dewdrops is, as you could probably guess, it's Deadshot Daiquiri. I almost said Daiquiri. It's daiquiri, okay? Deadshot Daiquiri. Deadshot Daiquiri, if you don't know, it literally just tightens up your crosshair and automatically aims to the head. It just helps with your aim, okay? It's just an aim booster, basically. Very useful, you know, if you're bad at aiming, or it's, you know, you have a tough time getting headshots and stuff like that. It's very useful for that. I like this area a lot too. You know, this area is pretty cool. You know, you come in here, and you come into the disco area. So as you can see, it all kind of loops back around. So as you can see, this is basically, I mean, it's not the entire map. That'd just be a lie. There is like different stuff to it, and there's like a different area, but I'm not, yeah, it's right here. We have to open up this door, and then I'll show you the last little section of the map. Alright, so basically that back area has its own power. So you have this building, that little area over there near Deadeye Dude Drops, and then you have, I think this back area has it, I'm not sure though, don't quote me on that. Okay, let's get it. So this whole area brings you to the subway. This is what I was talking about to get to Juggernog. But this area is pretty cool too. You have this little section right here. Like I said, once you get the power on, you can actually like go in there and do stuff. Okay, I just got a friend request from a person I don't know. That's epic. Yo, midstream, bro. Two people hopping on this. What? Excuse me. Okay, so as I was saying, this little area is pretty cool. Honestly, it's just a cool little area. I mean, I guess you could like train here and stuff. You know, it'd be kind of tough. I could see you being able to train here. Like I said, this is where you do like pack-a-punch and stuff. So it's whatever. I mean, you know, nothing super crazy. But yeah, like I said, this whole map, it's definitely not as I made it out to be. It's definitely not the worst zombies map ever made. Like I would like tell you about 2 years ago. It's definitely not one of the worst. Especially since I've played like I've played some pretty bad zombies maps. Okay, this is definitely not with them, but it's definitely not. It's not one of the best maps either. Okay, it's very, I guess you could say, mediocre. I like the theming. I like the map, how it looks, but overall, it's a very whatever map. I don't like some parts about the map, like how you get pack-a-punch. It's just a part gathering quest. It doesn't feel like it really has any weight to it. Other than that, I mean, like I said, the Easter egg's not very fun. Like, you know, it's just a very whatever map. I couldn't really, you know, highly recommend this or anything like that. But let's go ahead and go down in here. Like I said, this little subway area. Yes, there's another subway area down here. This is where you turn power on. If I can find it, what the heck, dude? Right here. So you come in here, turn power on. Actually, fun fact, a train comes through here. I don't know if I can get it to work or not. Yes, sometimes a train will actually blast through here. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was nasty. Oh, okay. No. That was nasty. For real. Alright, let's just go in here with the crane style, I guess. Hiya. Hiya. Go and rock 'em in the city. Go and rock 'em up. Look at that. I'm a pro, dude. I'm a pro gamer. Pro gamers unite, dude. Like I said, if you don't have, like, Jug or anything like that, these are super duper risky to use. There we go. I'm just gonna end it there because I do want to show you the nunchucks and the samurai sword fry in this. Okay, because I mean, they're okay. They're literally just melee weapons. They don't do anything special. They don't do anything crazy or nothing, you know. They are just straight melee weapons. So we're gonna be going to the Rat King, which is the boss fight. Now, if you want my thoughts on this boss fight, it's whatever. It's not as annoying as the aliens and zombies in Spaceland, but it's not anywhere close to being as fun as the Super Slasher is. Okay. And this is like after this we're going to be getting into the radioactive thing, which is a not very different boss fight to what we've seen. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But like I said, the radioactive thing is not a very, I guess, you know, very direct boss fight. It's very different than to what we've played before it. But I mean, yeah, I'll just show it to you in here because, you know, you can come over here, you can pick up a gourd to use. I don't even think it gives you the max level on it or anything. Here we go. Okay, so you can get to Kugomen, right? Yeah, that little cool animation, and then we can also get the Nunchaku. Alright, so we come over here, we got Toughen Up, you know, Bang Bangs. I guess we can go look at it, we can go check it out. Whatever. For the hell of it, let's get Deadeye Dewdrops for the hell of it, whatever. Let's get wacky. Alright, let's go, let's do it. See, spawn in here. You're supposed to be able to. That's not what you're supposed to be able to be doing, but okay. So as you can see, he'll come out. You know, you gotta come over here and whack him with the nunchuck. Except don't die. It's not what you're supposed to do. Over here, you know, start slicing people up. I mean, like I said, this sword it's very powerful. Oh damn! I forgot the sword had this power. I didn't even think this sword could do this. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, I thought I was maybe thinking of just the nunchucks. Oh, but I guess the sword does. I guess it is kind of a proper wonder weapon in a way. But as you can see, it's like they said, they're pretty just standard melee weapons. Like, they look cool, but I also remember a time. So basically, like, to get the sword, right, you'd have to do, because to get the sword, you literally have to just go to Pam Grier after you do the Easter egg, and she'll give it to you every time after that. But I remember back when the map first launched, when you literally had to do the Easter egg anytime you wanted to use the sword. Like, anytime you wanted to ever get the sword, you had to do this Easter egg. And this Easter egg is kind of tedious, right? So, I mean, they patched that out pretty fast. You know, it was like almost instantaneous, like when they patched that out, because no one wanted to play this Easter egg more than once. It was that bad. But I guess I can also show you this. This is like the little Rat King area that I was talking about earlier. This is where the boss fight takes place. You can go here in the normal game as well. This is also a really good place to train. That other area is pretty good as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. I don't really have a lot to say on Shaolin Shuffle. Definitely not as much as I have to say on like something like Raven the Redwoods or anything like that. Because Raven the Redwoods, obviously, I had a lot to talk about. I really like that map. This map is just fine. If you like this map, that's cool. I think it's okay. I'm not really the biggest fan of it, but you know, I'll play it sometimes. You know, I'll go on and, you know, do whatever in it. Try to go for a high round, I guess. It's a very whatever. I mean, it enters Deadeye Dewdrops, which Deadeye Daiquiri is one of my favorite zombie perks. So when it got put in here, I was super happy, man. I remember the trailer when this first dropped, and it was like it panned in on Dead I Do drops, and everyone was like, "Bro, they had a Deadshot daiquiri," and they did, and it was insane. But yeah, overall, my thoughts. It's pretty good. I think this map's fun. You could probably find more enjoyment out of it than I did. But next time I see you guys in this series, we'll be looking at one of the craziest zombies maps. Okay, Attack of the Radioactive Thing. But as of now, you bring your boy LALstudios. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Shaolin Shuffle overview, and I will talk